guys, it's me, Raina from Sandworks Crochet, and welcome to episode 2 of Fate the Dice Saga. The last time I did this, which was a while ago, I made a dice bag, and joke's on me, I still haven't woven in the ends for this dice bag. But I also did a April Showers Make Me Flowers daily daisy coaster, rolling dice as well. But the thing is, I have so much cotton. I don't think you understand how much cotton I have. It's kind of insane how much cotton I have in this room. But since then, I still have a lot of cotton. I actually used up one skein of cotton, and I've made the decision to add something else to my Etsy store, which is still not out yet. I have taken out a couple colors from my dice color sheet, which is linked in the description below. And I've also added in new colors because that's how much cotton I have. And I've figured, you know what, this would be a good time to do another Fate the Dice Saga series. Actually, I had just finished watching Killian's Roll for Scrap on a table runner where she made granny squares into a table runner, and I was like, I kind of want to do a granny square version of that. And I was thinking I kind of wanted to make a granny square tote bag, and I think that'd be really cute. And essentially I'd roll all the colors for the granny square. So I'll show you a brief vision I have in mind. I made this out of some actual scraps of cotton yarn. Trust me, I have a lot. I was thinking of making a solid granny square, and then I would take like a neutral color of either black or white, and then do a join as you go for that to make my bag. And I think it'd be really cute. I want to make like a cute little canvas tote bag almost. And a canvas tote bag is basically just a big old square. For the sake of making a canvas tote bag, I'm gonna have to see how many squares it will be. Let me do some quick math for a second. You know what? I think I might actually go for a different type of granny square bag. We'll see. I just need to actually make the granny squares. So let's do that first. As I was looking up like how many bags to put together, I had an idea, and it might be stupid, but it also might work too, but we will see. You'll see in the end if this actually ends up happening, but it might work. It might work. If I do my math right, I'm gonna need about 27 squares. I have one now. I have like a half finished one here. So to get started, I have my dice. So I'm gonna do something similar to what I did in my Daisy Coaster series, where I roll a D4 to pick what type of color, neutral, warm, cool, or variegated. And I roll a D20, which will refer to the color. And yes, I have that much yarn. I don't remember if I've explained why I have so much of this yarn. Maybe one day I'll get into it. But for now, let's roll the outside color for the last color. I'm gonna be making 3 color granny squares and then doing join as you go to complete it. So that's what I'm doing. Let's roll this. I got 4 and 1. That refers to KNC Cotton Iditarod? Man, I don't know how to say these names. But regardless, it's this color. So I'm a center pull person, and the thing I don't like about these cottons is that these are not center pull friendly, which makes it very irritating, and oh my god, it's gonna yarn barf. So I've said this, I'm pretty sure I've said this a couple of times, but I'm gonna say it again. In terms of like looking for worsted weight cotton that's comparable, I would say the Hobby Lobby I Love This Cotton, the KNC Essential Cotton, the Premier Cotton Worsted Sprout, and the Mainstays cotton from Walmart. All of those are, like to like cotton in terms of working with it, and they all have similar issues with it too, which is kind of annoying. I originally bought all this cotton to make bandanas, and the reason why I basically have every single color of all of these is because at one point I was making so many bandanas. I was doing kind of a market analysis of all the colors of what's out there, what's alike and stuff like that. Can I switch in between brands of certain colors? The answer is no, by the way. Considering all the different colors of yarn out there, there's not a lot of brand to brand like color similarities, and they're off by just enough to where you're better off just sticking to one yarn brand. And I'll show a picture of what I'm talking about, where I have all of these pinks and none of them are the exact shade of pink. It was ridiculous. I was kind of annoyed, honestly. So for example, if you happen to have a color of Hobby Lobby's like pink, the other brands of pink don't have the exact same shade, so you're stuck having to use the Hobby Lobby pink. Again, for me as a consumer, is incredibly irritating because I'm like, well, you know, sometimes like either you move and there's not a Hobby Lobby in your area, or if you're some other people who choose not to spend their money there, like they're kind of stuck, right? So I found that incredibly irritating and annoying and just, ugh. Here we go. Now, I should weave in my ends as I go, and I think for this one I am, but whether I do or not is just going to depend on my mood and how I'm feeling, because, you know, a good crocheter knitter should weave in their ends as they go, but like, you know, sometimes you just don't want to. And I think that's perfectly valid. I will weave in this end though, because this is kind of, it's a little gross. Okay, let's start the first real square from scratch. 120. That is taupe. Second color. 25. That is turquoise. So it's funny because as I'm like thinking about editing this video, this is gonna take me so long to edit. Whatever, this video will come out when it comes out. I tend to prefer editing little by little on a couple of things, but like also editing is hard because I'm not very good at it. I originally was planning on going running. I'm gonna finish a square and then go running. Third color, and then I'm gonna go take a break. 17. That is black. This is my third square. It's pretty cute, you know? I feel like I should block these, but like, it's also going on a bag, so I don't know. And also I'm doing joining to go too, so I don't know if that's even worth blocking. Maybe I'll just block the panels. But got my 3 squares. I'm gonna go work out because I have been a blob all week. I look like hot trash right now, so I'm gonna roll the next 3 colors. So we got 320, which is forest. 318, which is amethyst. And last one, 111, which is gray dark. Wow, it looks great. This is the square. Just for reference, this is my desk right now. It is a hot mess. It is so bad. So yeah, I like doing these projects, but my yarn organization is not great when I do these projects. So here's the thing. I don't have the patience to roll dice and then film every single color choice because I think that will take way too long. So what I'm going to do for now, I'll probably do it. I have this scrappy envelope right here. I'm going to roll the numbers and then I'm going to write down the numbers, and those will be my squares. That way I'm still picking the colors by chance and also making it easier on myself and my phone battery to actually film this. So let's start now. That's a repeat number. I have a feeling I'll need to re-roll that. Let's see. 3, 3. Yeah, let me re-roll that. Okay, I rolled my numbers and I'm going to use that to pick my colors and I will be back with the squares. Hello, I am no longer a hot mess and I got quite a few squares done. I've woven the ends on some of them, but not all of them. And I'm currently debating whether I want to preview these with my join as you go method first, or if I should wait to make all the squares and then do my join as you go method, because there is still a possibility my vision is not going to work, and if I join them all as you go and then put them together and I'm like, wow, this sucks, then I would have wasted my time and would have had to redo it again. So that's kind of why I'm like on the fence on whether I want to connect them first or if I want to finish all of them first. Another option is just to lay them out and see if my vision is visioning, you know, but whatever. Got a decent amount of squares done. Of the numbers that I, rolled and wrote down, I have 8 completed. So 8 plus the 3-ish that the 4-ish that I had done. I have 12 made so far. So I'm going to go finish these and, share you a little montage, as you will, and we'll get working.
And then it would have made a little bit more sense. But as it is, it's kind of cool. It's kind of funky. Let's go ahead and roll. Okay, last roll of the video. What's it going to be?
In an ideal world, I would film the rest of me making these squares, but my phone's at 30%, so I'm gonna stop filming right now. I just finished filming another video and I realized that midway through I had done the join as you go a little bit wrong, so I had to restart. So I had to undo and restart. So I've only gotten this much done together of my join as you go, and let me tell you, looking at this needs to be blocked. I don't think I can get away with not blocking it, which I would have blocked it anyway, but yeah, this needs to be blocked. I do think it has a potential to match up with the idea I have in my mind. I will be very disappointed if that is not the case, especially since it's so much yarn. But I'm just gonna continue working on this and then I'll get back to you later. First panel finished, and blocking currently needs to dry out in the sun, and I will work on the other two. So here's the thing. I have one square fully blocked, all pretty, yay, we love it. And then I have the other two being blocked right now and they're drying out right now. So one, this is huge and this is a lot bigger than I was expecting, because when I folded it, I'm like, oh, that's gonna be a huge tote bag. But while I wait for my stuff to dry, I think I want to make a strap and attach it to like some little clippy clips to make a detachable strap. So I'm going to do that. I know theoretically a more stable strap would be like if I actually crocheted into the made bag, but I also kind of want to do a mile a minute pattern on the strap. I want to use this color. I think it could be kind of funky, so I'm gonna go work on my strap. I don't think it's gonna work. So, I think I give up on that. I think what I will do actually is, I'm thinking about it and I don't think my purse would really accommodate this type of stitch. Maybe if I had a more like, I don't know, literally anything else it might, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. So I give up on that. And I think I might go for like thermal stitch instead. I've never done thermal stitch, but I've heard that thermal stitch is easily the most supportive stitch you could possibly do, and it's good for like straps and stuff. So I think I'll do a strap and thermal stitch in black. So I will do that. I think I should have enough black yarn. I actually just ordered more, but I'm a little bit worried that I might run out before I intend to post this video because the bag is a lot bigger than I anticipated.
R is the trickiest. So just take your time with it. Make sure that you're working into the right stitches.
Okay, so I think I have the idea down. I love how I decided to do this with black yarn, but you know, it be like that sometimes. I think I'm gonna continue doing this. I'm kind of really hoping I have enough yarn because I will cry if I don't, but you know what? That's okay. It's not the end of the world. I'll just make a short strap if I don't have enough yarn. This is definitely very thick, but it is very sturdy. So, and I'll check back in once I finish this and also when I'm ready to actually just put the bag together. Okay, here's the thing. My vision is visioning. This looks fantastic. This is exactly what I want, but this is not the size that I want. And now I don't know what I want to do because I don't want to undo multiple rows of granny squares, but I also don't want to put it together like this either. So I am stuck. Okay, so I ended up finishing the bag and this is the final look right here. It's pretty cute. I like it. It's kind of a sleigh. I ended up changing the direction I was going with the strap, mainly because I was starting to run out of yarn, but also I was just thinking and I'm like, well, I mean, I just felt like it would be easier if I didn't do the other strap, you know? And also less ends because I was able to connect all the squares together and do the strap with like minimal ends to weave in. So that was pretty awesome too. And I won Yarn Chicken. I literally have this much yarn left of the black yarn, which is great. And I love that. I took some pretty photos. You can see that here. I hope you enjoyed me making something out of dice. I realize I probably should have only used 2 colors instead of 3 colors because when I did the join as you go method, this ended up a lot bigger than anticipated, but it's still a cute tote. But with that, I will conclude my video here. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye!